Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to answer question number 4. Now in this question the supervisor measures the dimensions of the kitchen area and draws the sketch plan as you can see on this screen. Now there are a few questions asked, but before you look at even the questions you need to look at your diagram. And one of the notes that it makes is that the diagram is not to scale. Make sure you notice and recognize this. The diagram is not to scale. So remember this in your workings. You're just using the information that they are giving you. Another thing that you can see here, it's not a complete square or rectangle. So what you will need to do is make some assumptions based on the information you already have. So as you can see from here to here, it's 6.5. So you need to make some assumptions and guesstimations, which will be based on fact, that from this point and this point, you've got 8 minus 6 will give you 2, yeah? 4.5, no, 6.5 minus 4.5 will give you 2, okay? So you've got to assume that this is going to be 2 meters by 2 meters that is missing. And you can use it in the calculation and then subtract it later on, okay? So I'm going to just erase this so that there's no confusion as to why we have this on the screen. Right? So now we're going to look at the questions that are being asked. Now the question is, what is the area of the kitchen floor? The floor needs 2 coats of non-slip paint. An A5 litre of non-slip paint costs £20.83 without tax. 1 litre of the paint covers 8 metres squared. Now there's a lot of information going on there. So we need to do one thing at a time. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to find the area of the rectangle. Okay? So area of the floor. So the area, keep on doing this. So the area of the kitchen floor will basically be, remember we had this, okay, so we're going to add this in 2 by 2, and then later on we'll subtract it from the calculation, okay. So we had, as you can see, we've got 8 by 6.5, okay, 8 by 6.5. So we're basically going to say 8 meters by 6.5 meters, because remember we're including this just for the purpose of the calculation, and then we'll subtract it later, okay. We'll add that and then we'll subtract it later. So I'll leave it there so you can see. So 8 meters times 6.5 meters okay. What did you have there? I've got 52. So I'm using more than one device at a time. And then because we want to subtract this, okay, so that we have the correct answer, we're basically going to say 52 minus the 4 is going to give us 48 meters squared. Yeah? Because when you multiply one by the other, it's going to give you a meter squared result. So it's squared. Yeah? So that's 48 meters squared. Now another way that you could actually work this out is you could have said instead, just drawing this quickly, instead of using that little bit and then subtracting it, what you could say, you split it into two and do two calculations. So this one will be 6.5 by 6, and this one will be 2 meters by 4.5, because we did see on the drawing originally that a 4.5 was written there. Yeah, so you could do 6.5 times 6 and then add that to the 4.5 times 2. Yeah, so that will be 39 plus 48. Oh, sorry, not 48. 39 plus 9, which is equal to the 48. So either way, you would get the same result. Whether you did it this way or you did it this way, you're still going to get 48 meters squared. Okay? So we've got our 48 meters squared. So what we now need to do is do a calculation. So the floor needs 2 coats of non-slip paint. Okay, right, not the best writing, but it needs 2 coats of non-slip paint, and they are saying that 1 5-litre tin of this non-slip paint costs £20.83 without VAT. They're basically saying less VAT. Okay, so you may not see the words that you're used to seeing. It's an exam and they're trying to trip you up, making sure that you are understanding, comprehending and reading the information that they have given you. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do the rest of the calculation.